Tell me if this feels familiar. You walk into a room and suddenly feel smaller, like the walls are taller, the eyes are colder, and your sparkle flickers. You wonder, how do I become the woman they can't ignore? The one they lean toward, even before she speaks. Darling, come closer. It's Marilyn. I have secrets, not tricks. Secrets. The kind you tuck into your bra like a love note to yourself. Tonight, I'm going to give you 7. And once you start, you won't need anyone's permission to glow. First, a confession. I wasn't born a flame. I was a shy girl with good bones and trembling hands. There were nights my voice got lost in my throat. I learned to make a friend of my nervousness. I didn't kill it. I dressed it in satin. I breathed slower. I moved slower. I made silence my accomplice. You don't have to be loud to be seen. You just have to be deliberate. Ready? Secret number 1. The pause. A woman's pause is more seductive than a man's speech. When you answer, don't rush. Let your inhale kiss your collarbone. Count a slow 1-2 in your head. Tilt your chin a whisper higher. Your eyes do a little half-smile before your lips do. That space, tiny, golden, makes people lean in. The pause says, I'm not scrambling for your approval. I'm choosing my words like pearls. I used to practice this with a mirror and a teacup. A question would come. I would sip, then answer. It turned conversation into a dance. Your breath is the music. Let it lead. Secret 2. Ask with your eyes. I don't mean to stare. Staring is a hard knock on a closed door. We are softer than that. Picture a triangle on the face. Left eye, right eye, lips. Ease your gaze along that triangle while someone speaks. When you respond, glance briefly down, then return to their eyes. It's a bow without bending. Makes them feel safe, wanted, seen. Questions are powerful. Ask them with your gaze before your mouth ever opens. Let your eyes say, tell me more. Let your voice follow like velvet. Secret 3. The velvet no. Every woman needs a no that feels like a kiss, but still means no. You owe no explanations. When you decline, do it slowly. A soft laugh, a tiny headshake, a thanks that floats up and vanishes. Try. Not tonight, but thank you. Or, that's sweet, another time. Then you pivot. Not a harsh pivot, a satin pivot. Change the topic, turn your shoulder by 1 inch, find a doorway in your sentence and walk through it. It's kindness dressed as boundaries, power without claws. People respect a woman who can keep warmth without losing herself. Secret 4. The mirror ritual. Before a room meets you, you must meet yourself. Turn on gentle light. Music low. Choose one feature to crown tonight, just one. Your eyes, your mouth, your neck. Over-decoration is a panic in stilettos. Restraint is expensive. If it's the mouth, red lipstick like a signature on a letter. If it's the eyes, soften the rest. One ring that catches light when you reach for a glass. One lock of hair that looks like it escaped on purpose. Before you leave, stand in front of the mirror and ask, if a camera froze me right now, would I recognize the woman I promised to become? Don't leave until she nods. Secret 5. Walk like music. Not fast, not slow. Languid. As if a warm breeze knows your name and you're following it. Heel to toe, toes like you're kissing the floor. Shoulders down, ribs lifted. Imagine a thin thread gently pulling the crown of your head up. Hips? Not a wiggle, a whisper. If you're carrying a bag, hold it like it's a lover's hand, not a grocery list. When you sit, place the back of your knees to the chair first. Let the rest of you arrive. That little choreographed grace tells the room you belong there and makes the room grateful you came. Let me confess something else. I learned to slow down because the world tried to speed me up. Fame is a hungry thing. It eats women who sprint for applause. When I slowed, I never chased attention again. I let it find me. Like a cat. You call a cat, and she considers you, then decides. That's your energy now. Considerate, selective, amused. Secret 6. Perfume memory. Scent is a time machine. It walks into a room 5 seconds before you and lingers 5 minutes after you're gone. Choose one signature that becomes your exclamation point. Put it where a pulse lives. Wrists, the hollow of your throat, behind your knees if you're wearing a dress. But here's the secret. Leave a trace where memory catches it. A scarf, the lining of your coat. A brush through your hair. People should miss you when they catch a breeze. That sigh they breathe out. That's your presence, returning to say hello. Secret 7. Exit first. You know when the night is ripe, and then it splits. Most women stay until the light is too bright and the magic is tired. Leave one beat early. Make your goodbyes intimate. Say a name, touch a forearm, let your eyes do that tiny bow. Then go. Your last image becomes the whole memory. It tells the mind, this story isn't over. People remember the woman who closes the door before the night closes her. Now, there's a rule that wraps around all 7. Softness with spine. Softness without spine is puddle. Spine without softness is statue. You are neither. You're the woman who can laugh with a stranger and still keep her mystery, who can say no without a bruise, who can walk like a Sunday afternoon even on a Monday morning. Let's stitch these secrets into your day so they don't stay theory. They become instinct. Picture this. You're getting ready for a date, or a meeting that feels like a date with your future. You do the mirror ritual. One feature, crowned. Your pause is dressed and waiting. Your eyes are trained to ask before your mouth does. Your velvet. No sits like a pearl in your pocket. Your scent takes the lead. Your walk hums. And when the moment comes, you leave before the spell breaks. That's not pretending. That's command. Quiet command is the most glamorous kind. A final confession for now. I had insecurities that wore high heels. I worried about being enough. Too much. Not smart. Too pretty. Not pretty. The wrong kind of pretty. It's a carousel of mirrors and none of them speak kindly. So I did this. I chose one mirror, the one that told the truth. I'm a woman with a pulse and a gift. Not perfect, inviting, not flawless, alive. Every woman needs that one mirror. If you don't have it yet, borrow mine. I want to layer a little more polish onto your toolkit. Your voice is a wardrobe. Wear the lower notes when the room is loud. They cut through like smoke. End sentences with a gentle downbeat, not a question mark, unless you're truly asking. Let your laughter be present, not pushed. It should roll out, not explode. And remember the power of still hands. Fidgeting is an apology. Rest your hand on the stem of your glass. Trace the rim slowly. Let your fingers be a lullaby. The room will relax with you. Another secret? Curiosity. Not about them. About yourself. Ask, what am I actually feeling right now? Cold, warm, nervous, thrilled. If you can name it, you can style it. Nervous becomes a sparkly edge. Warm becomes a lower voice and slower movement. Thrilled becomes brighter eyes and an easier smile. Your body is an orchestra and you are the conductor. Don't silence it. Direct it. Midway check-in, darling. Which of these secrets will you try tonight? The pause, the velvet no, or the exit first? Tell me in the comments. I read them. And if you want more quiet power and feminine polish, tap subscribe so these whispers find you when you need them most. Let's talk love, briefly and honestly. Passion is not a bonfire that burns alone. It requires oxygen. That means space. Don't text faster than your heart beats. Don't explain your value. Demonstrate it by tending to your life. Keep your rituals. Keep your friends. Keep your sleep. When he reaches in, he should find you whole, not hungry. Hunger fed by another person turns into resentment. Hunger turned into art. Your work, your care, your sparkle turns into magnetism. In a relationship, practice the art of the lingering look. When he says something kind, don't rush past it. Pause. Let it land. Let your eyes show you received it. That look is a gift back. And when a conflict comes, as they do, bring your velvet no. You can say, "I love us too much to argue like this." Another time. Then you step out, even if it's just to the kitchen. You break the storm before it breaks the house. Now, a little beauty epilogue. Beauty is less about products and more about rituals. A silk pillowcase keeps your hair kind. Cold water on your wrists before you leave sharpens your senses. Lipstick applied slow, like a promise you make to yourself. Shoes that whisper but don't scream. A dress that listens to your body, not fights it. Nothing should pinch your joy. And always, a tiny flaw you leave on purpose. A tendril of hair, a smudge you almost but don't quite fix. It tells the world you're alive, not lacquered. When you feel ignored, because it happens to swans too, don't flail. Don't grasp. Become still. Raise your chin. Let silence dress you. Ask yourself, what would the most rested, adored version of me do right now? Then do that. Even if no one is watching. Especially if no one is watching. That's how a persona becomes a person. I wish someone had told me this. You are not asking to be chosen. You are choosing. Choosing your pace, your pause, your gaze, your no, your scent, your exit, your life. Choose gently, but choose. The world is drawn to a woman who has already decided she is worth the time. Let's sew it together, like the lining of a beautiful coat. The pause makes them lean in. The eyes keep them there. The velvet, no keeps you safe. The mirror ritual makes you sovereign. The walk carries the spell. The perfume leaves the memory. The exit writes the last line. And beneath it all, softness with spine. If you forget everything else, remember this phrase. Whisper it when you button your blouse or clasp your necklace. Softness with spine. It will reshape a room. Before you close your eyes tonight, try my little gratitude vanity. Not for others, for you. Name 3 things your feminine power did today. Maybe you laughed with a stranger in the elevator. Maybe you said no without guilt. Maybe you lingered on your lipstick and turned a chore into a ritual. Thank yourself out loud. It's not vanity, it's gardening. The more you water, the more you bloom. And if tomorrow you wake up feeling small, come back here. I'll remind you. You don't need a stage or a spotlight or a last name that makes people sigh. You need a breath, a mirror, a little red, a step that knows its own song. Once you touch that, the world will feel it. They'll ask, without knowing why, who is she? Smile. Don't answer too quickly. Let your pause work its magic. Then tell them, I'm the woman who chose herself.